Houston defense lawyer here, Mario Santos. I often get the question, what exactly is your process in analyzing certain pieces of evidence with your clients? So look, at the end of the day, you hired our office to be able to represent you on how to hopefully find the best solution, the best possible result on the pending legal matter. Specifically, our office handles criminal defense cases. And so if you call our office and you ultimately make the decision, the informed decision to hire our office on, hey, I need you to represent me on, I'm giving you an example here, an aggravated assault allegation. But I'm not the person who committed this. I was with somebody else, and unfortunately, they ended up arresting me for the case. We have to make sure as defense lawyers that we look at what do they have. When I say they, I mean the DA's office, okay? And this can be any county specifically where you get charged. Our office, we focus, our headquarters here is gonna be in Harris County, which is Houston, Texas, okay? We are now serving different counties that are contiguous to Harris counties, and that can be anywhere between, Fort Bend County, we have Montgomery County, we have Galveston County, we are now taking cases in Waller County as well. It really depends where you are, but here in Harris County, once we gather up, give you an example, a body camera video. What's next? How are you, the client, going to really find out what that video contains? What we do at the office, in order for us to make sure that you are really having that perspective as to what do they have, we have you come in. Our office will call you, and this can be either me, myself, it can be one of our team of lawyers that we have at the office, or it can be our chief paralegal, for example. It can be one of our legal assistants as well. They may call you and say, hey, Mr. Santos, when exactly are you available to come by our office? We're gonna try to make sure that we're being diligent about understanding that you are currently at work. You may have a daily routine that you worry about. And so we're gonna figure out what day of the week works best for you, what time works best for you, so that we can then make things as convenient as we can. We'll have you come on by to our office, we'll have you sit down. At that point, we have multiple different technology that allows us to make sure that you get that full perspective of what it is that the jury may see or the DA's office may utilize in their efforts to consider and evaluate properly what they have in extent and determine whether they can even prove the case to begin with, or if there's certain issues with their case. And so if it's a video, we have iPads, we have laptops, we have tablets that we can use from Microsoft as well, so that we can then make sure that you get that audio in full crystal clear version, that picture quality very clear as well, so that you then understand specifically who was the officer with, what did the officer state. They have body camera videos, and so we have to make sure that we look at that closely. In some DWI cases, as a matter of fact, the person who really knows their normal way of speaking, walking, is going to be you, the client. And so we need you to come on by to make sure that you give us that perspective of, hey, wait a second, that's how I normally speak. That's how I normally walk. I need you to make sure that you provide that so that when we then properly analyze this, we can make a full informed decision as to this is what they're gonna use. Can they prove this? Do you wanna go ahead and go that route of a jury trial? Or do you need us to go ahead and figure out how can we use these pieces of evidence to your advantage where we can potentially find the best solution possible for your case? Once again, and I'm gonna go ahead and say this in potentially a whole lot of my videos, this is not legal advice. This is just making sure that you understand and get a glimpse of how we operate in analyzing the case. But I need you to be clear on this and understand this. Every criminal case is going to be completely different. It's individualized. It has a different set of facts, different circumstances, different people involved. We need to make sure that we look at your particular situation clearly and understand what's going on with this case. Can they prove it? Can they not? Are there legal issues that we can use to raise to the judge and use that to your favor? If there's any legal questions, any concerns whatsoever regarding your case, call our office. More than happy to discuss the matter here with you.